Yeah guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the FM Save. It's episode number 30 and it's the season finale today as we play our final three games in the Premier League where Fulham still have an outside shot at qualifying for European football. Before we get to the games though, show how we getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode you saw the incredibly frustrating goalless draw away against Brighton. We missed 3 golden chances to win it, and then of course the 2-1 victory against Crystal Palace where Big Jerome was the hero in stoppage time. Just the 2 games in a run off camera, and as you can see we beat Wolves by 2-1 to start off with. Fabian Geraldo scoring 6 minutes in this one, heading in a Parakambi free kick. Love the connection our Wonder Kids have got already in their first season together. Connor Roberts then smashed one in from just inside the area, whilst Adam Armstrong did convert a penalty. We still held on for back-to-back wins, but following that, a big damaging defeat, which realistically puts us in a very precarious position now for qualifying for the Europa League. 2-1 loss at home to Spurs. Harry Kane, wearing the number 6 as we discussed before, made it 1-0 right before the break, and whilst Jack Grealish scored a sensational solo goal to put us back on double terms, we were only tied for 4 minutes. Moussa Barra restored the lead just past the hour mark as Spurs got a big 3 points, which means very little for them, but a big blow for us, because as you can see in the Premier League table now, on the back of that loss, we have dropped to 8th place. There's 3 games to go, and we're 5 points 5 points behind both Leicester and Everton as well. The latter also have a much better goal difference record as well. Chelsea, we're not going to catch them now. We're 7 points behind. There's no game in hand for either team, but far better goal difference record as well. We're not going to catch up to them. 6th and 7th still available, but we need to win all 3 of our remaining games and hope Everton and Leicester, or at least one of them, slip up twice out of the 3 times. It's very unlikely now, but it is possible. It is possible, and if we are to do it, then one thing's for sure, we have to win the first game today. Now, interestingly enough, Leicester are playing this afternoon. They're away at Molineux directly after our game. So, yeah, we must win this game right now. Everton, they'd be fine with a draw. That would mean with 2 games to go, they're still 5 points clear of us. So they'd be totally fine with a draw at Goodison Park. We must win. Heading into the game, as you can see, a couple of players have gone down, including the captain. Can you believe it? Pulled his knee ligaments in the closing stages against Spurs, which means he'll miss the first of the final 3 games. Of all the times for the captain to go down, not now, Zambo, not now. And Ming's got a slight knock in training, otherwise he's totally fine. And this will be our team. Rodex in goal, but for his KWP, Tosin, Jerome, and Roberts with Cook and Gagliardini through the middle. Grealish and Caballero, the inside forwards, with Parakambi supporting Geraldo up top. On the bench, Ashby Hammond, Mings, Reed and Panzu, Babangida, McAndrew, and Bamford as well. First of the 3, we have to win, otherwise it's basically over. Come on, Fulham. Yeah, it's the stage of the season now where draws are effectively defeats. I love that phrase because, I mean, obviously, like, they're not defeats. You get a point. You get nothing for a defeat and a point for a draw. But, again, effectively, they would be, as Parakambi offloads to Caballero after winning it back. Oh, what a goal! Get in! 3 minutes! Sorry, scratch what I was saying. Yes, draws are basically defeats. Of course they are, and that's the mentality of the boys. Parakambi did so to win it back, offload to Caballero, but Jordan Pickford is getting nowhere near that one. Fulham in front inside the first 4 minutes. And I said we had to win, and if we do, we'll cut the gap to 2 with 2 games to go. Destiny will still be firmly in Everton's hands, including with the goal difference swing right now, but we're doing our bit. Free kick, Parakambi. Oh, what a start! Parakambi has got his 11th assist of the season. Tom who? Kearney. Oh my word. He's watching this in America, in Los Angeles right now, thinking, yeah, I let the team down, man. I was captain for 2 of the 3 years as well. I let the team down. Oh my word. Unbelievable start. Parakambi with both assists. In fact, that's 12 assists now for Parakambi. And there's still 2 games to go. The 18-year-old is unbelievable. Parakambi. Love the guy. Oh, not again. Oh, there could have been a hat-trick of assists in 1 half. Caballero's shot blocked. And here comes Caducci down the right-hand side. Tracked back by Gagliardini. He takes one for the team. I'm fine with that. Well, I mean, I won't be able to score from the set piece, but it was the sensible play from Roberto. Lucas Digne whips one back stick. Ben Godfrey gets up, but Tosin out-duels him in the air as Fofana wins it back. Caballero shuts him down and is forced back to Allen. This has been a dream first half for Fulham. In a game we had to win, we're 2-0 up, and it's the 18-year-old pulling the strings out there. You might be winning, but that could all still change if your performance levels drop. Don't let that happen. Second half to begin. You know, I said when we signed these two... Oh, okay, I was going to show you Power Canby stats here. We signed these two wonder kids at the start of the season. I talked about our future being more exciting than when we had Mitrovic and Kearney in those two roles. The present is far more exciting. I love these wonder kids. Geraldo beats his man. He's got a lot of work to do down the right-hand side. And as we know, not the quickest, but Parakambi was lurking like Moise Keane. Cleared by the Toffees, but will win it back. Chance remains alive as Gagliardini on the ball finds Lewis Cook. In for the injured Zambo. And we will look for an opening, but are forced all the way back to Jerome. I'll tell you what, if we get a third goal early on in this second half, I think it's over and the lights are going to go out at Goodison Park. Connor Roberts, Parakambi, the kid! Parakambi, what a performance! 18 years old. 18. I don't know what I was doing when I was 18, but it was not tearing the Toffees apart in their own backyard. Parakambi, absolutely love him to pieces. 2 assists and a goal to mark the display. You know, when we signed him and Geraldo, I was thinking, I don't know who I prefer here. I don't know who's my favourite wonder kid of the two. And I mean, I love Fabian to pieces, don't get me wrong. He's going to be a star in the future. But Parakambi, goodness gracious me, this dude is just the real deal. 24 minutes to go. It's surely over. Well, I did not see this coming. But this has got to be one of my favourite wins of the save. And it means we stay in the race with 2 games to go. I mean, destiny is still out of our own hands. That loss to Spurs really left us in the lurch. But don't tell me we're giving up early. 2 games remaining and we're still in this. Ref, blow the final whistle, it's over. Man, oh man. This is one of those days where the XG does not tell the scoreline. But Parakambi, with my hands on my hips, I'm going to say that was really special, lads. Nobody gave us a chance. You played magnificently. Congratulations. And can I individually talk to Parakambi? I can to the midfielders, but there was a way we could talk to one player individually. Now that things have changed, I'm not entirely sure how you do that. But either way, what a performance from the number 8, single-handedly keeping us in the race for Europa League spot. And just real briefly, again, we've got the Wolves Leicester game at 4:30. So we'll quickly process through that together. And yes, get in, Wolves with the last-minute winner. It's not over. 2 games to go, 2 points to gap on 2 teams. We're still in this. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm nervous now. I'm so nervous. Parakambi. Just want to show you here this season how remarkable he's been. 12 assists and 6 goals in 32 of 7 man in the match displays and averaging a 7.24. Now, if you compare that to Tom Kearney, and I hate to keep beating this dead horse to even more death. That's not the expression, but you know what I mean. 12 assists in not even a full season. Tom Kearney had less than that. No, he had the same amount as that, 12 in the 3 seasons he played with us. That's remarkable. Parakambi has been just on another level this season. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, by the way, is we're about to get into the Southampton game tomorrow. The reason why it only shows 5th and 6th as highlighted as European spots is because Everton are actually in the FA Cup final and they've got Chelsea in the final game of the campaign domestically in England. Now, what that means is that if Everton drop to 8th place in the table but win the FA Cup, 7th will not give a European place. However, if they finish in the top 7, that becomes irrelevant, or if Chelsea win, that also becomes irrelevant. So there's still a chance that 7th might not give you European football, depending on whether Everton win the FA Cup or not. So for our sake, Chelsea, go for that title, lads. You want it. You know you do. So here we are, Saturday afternoon, Southampton away on the South Coast, penultimate game of the season, and final away day as well. I still feel pessimistic. When you look at the fixtures here, Everton are away at Old Trafford, so Manchester United must win to have any chance of still winning the title, though Champions League football for them is confirmed. So that's a very difficult game for the Toffees there. Leicester at home to Crystal Palace though, and you expect them to win that with Crystal Palace in the relegation zone. We're away at the Saints, they've got nothing to play for here. And again, we just got to keep on winning. I think we've got to win both of our remaining games to have the chance, and that includes on the final day against the Red Devils. So no change to our team or tactics, because why would we on the back of a performance like that? Rodek in goal. goal back for KWP, Tosin, Jerome and Roberts, with Cook and Gagliardini through the middle, Grealish on the left, Caballero on the right, and that guy, Parakambi, supporting Fabian up top. On the bench, Ashby Hammond, Mings, Reed and Panzu, Babangida, McAndrew and Bamford as well. Second of 3 games, sorry. Another similar performance and the same result, please, lads. Come on, Fulham. So first chance falling to Southampton. What a brilliant ball. And Gelson Martins drills it in. Well, that win against Everton is going to mean absolutely nothing if we throw it away in the penultimate game of the season. Goodness. Thankfully, Manchester United have taken an early lead against the Toffees. Mason Greenwood inside the first minute, giving them the lead at Old Trafford there. But again, it means nothing if we can't win this one. Because again, it will still mean on the final day, if results stay the same for the remainder of the game, the gap will be 2. But do you really think we can beat Manchester United and Everton will lose 3 straight in the build-up for the FA Cup final? I don't think so. And 9 minutes in, we're 2-0 down. What's happened? Who got the... Oh, it was Rodak. I was going to say who got the own goal. It was Marek Rodak. Marek. Oh, what's happened to you, bro? Oh, what was that? Why did you just stand there like a statue? To be fair, it looked like it came off Gagliardini, not Marek. But either way... Goodness gracious me, Leicester still deadlocked, but the Red Devils 2-0 up on Everton. That's the only saving grace to this horrific start. Leicester, as things stand, they're going to be guaranteeing European football with a game to spare. And it's just getting almost worse. Right, lads, seriously, demand more. Oh, no, not individuals. I want to demand more to the entire team. I don't like this. A lot of people really prefer this to before. I'm not a big fan of it, I'll be honest. But I guess that's just me being reluctant to change. And that's not a surprise based on my tactics throughout the course of the series so far. Anyway, come on. We need a goal. And Caballero's been found by Cook. And oh, if we're going to get a goal, you know you can trust the kid. But Lino's not moving. I think he's offside. They'll go to VAR. But I think he's off. And it is indeed offside. Caballero was off after the ball through by Lewis Cook. Don't need a replay, FM. Don't worry about it. Everton have got a goal back at Old Trafford as well. It's falling apart. Come on, Parakambi. In it goes. Easy claim. Roberts, that's yours, mate. Well done. And now Caballero flicks it down to Gagliardini. 15 minutes to go. If we get a goal back before the break... Yes, which we've done. Oh, Lino. Don't just stand there. We had 2 disallowed goals in 5 minutes. For goodness sake, you know, sometimes things are going your way completely and then sometimes things go against you completely. In 2 games today, we've had both of those things. This one looked on to me, though. Oh, are you kidding? Now, I need to go back and see that and pause it because he looked on to me. He looked on. Maybe a fingernail was off, but come on, VAR. I know the first goal was definitely offside. I felt that for sure, but the second one, that looked on to me. And Southampton still leading by 2. Can make it 3, and almost did, but a brilliant block by Jerome keeps us down by 2. Well, he looked on to me, I tell you. He looked on to me. I'm going to be screaming in that 4th official's ear as we go down the tunnel. As we're still trailing by 2. We've ended this first half off really well, to be fair. Yes! No! Surely not a 3rd disallowed goal. Are you joking? Fuck this. This is bollocks. 3rd disallowed goal. Now I want to see that on the replay as well. Gagliardini crossing it, to be fair, that one is definitely offside. That one, the VAR's got it spot on. But 3 disallowed goals in 1 half. Come on, game. Well, sometimes it's just not your day and you just got to accept it. It's just one of those days. That's just how it is. 3 disallowed goals. And again, the 3rd one was definitely offside. I can't complain about that one. The first one seemed offside too. The second one, not entirely sure about, as Roberts hooks that shot away and Grealish will clear. But, I don't know. Still 2-1 at Old Trafford. How are Leicester getting on? They are... Where is it? Where's the Leicester game? It's disappeared. They've stopped playing. What? Oh, get in David Brooks with a leveller at King Power. 12 minutes to go here. And we're relying on results elsewhere to keep us in the hunt on the final day. 12 minutes to go and the Saints could wrap it up here. And they've done so. Danny Ings with the goal. And it's 3-0. Such a shame, man. So frustrating. Well, the only good news is Crystal Palace found a leveller at the King Power. So it's 1-1 there. And I don't know what's happened here. But the Red Devils, I think, are still beating Everton by 2-1. So as things stand, despite losing the penultimate game of the season, we will go into the final day having a mathematic chance, albeit, oh my word, a very slim one. But 4-0 in the final away day. What is this? Take it on the chin, lads. Take it on the chin as Fabian does head in. Lino, do you want to disallow that one, mate? Do you want to disallow that one? Fuck off. 4-1. We'll get something, if nothing else. Did you want to go to VAR, referee? Just in case. Just in case. 4-1. Take it on the chin. We're still in it on the final day. We're still in it. Well, the only good thing is Liverpool have officially completed the three-peat. Means that because Leicester could only manage a point against Crystal Palace and Everton were indeed thrashed at Old Trafford, we're still indeed in it on the final day. We remain in 8th, but if we win and Leicester lose, we'll leapfrog them. If we win and Everton fail to at least get a point, we'll leapfrog them. And the final day fixtures, who's got who? Everton at home to Norwich, that's a banker. And Leicester are away at Spurs, to be fair. But we've got Manchester United, I forgot about that. God, what a missed opportunity. What a missed opportunity. Had we won that game, we would have jumped into 7th place. In fact, had we won that game, we would have jumped into 6th. The curse of the VAR. Well, here we are, Sunday afternoon, and as you can tell by my tone of voice, I'm very defeatist heading into the final day. We need to win. And Leicester and Everton will need to lose heading into the final day. And the most frustrating thing is right before the game, Jerome Onguene got blisters in training. Typical, isn't it? Typical. And I played Tyrone Mings in a bloody under-23 game yesterday, so he's not even going to be fit enough to really play. Oh my goodness. So, well, let's head into it then. It is indeed the final game of the season. Again, a reminder, the Toffees at home to Norwich. That should be a banker. Leicester are away against Spurs, to be fair. So if Spurs do win and we match their result and win ourselves, then we will leapfrog Leicester. Though again, it might not be enough. If Everton win the FA Cup, then only the top 6 will give you European football. We'll do it. We'll do our best though. We'll do our best, and this is our team. So 3 changes to our lineup heading to the final day. Rodak's in goal. Back 4 is now KWP. Tyrone Mings is not fully fit. Why did I play him in under 23s game? Docs, you knobhead, alongside Tosin and Connor Roberts. Zambo's back in for a captain's return alongside Gagliardino. With Grealish and Bamford now coming in, and Parakambi to support Fabian up top. How many disallowed goals are you going to have today? On the bench, Ashby Hammond, Porteous, Reed, Cook, Babangida, Caballero, and McAndrew as well. In fact, you know what? Bobby Reed on the bench. Final game for the club. Maybe in Panzu as well, thinking about it as well. So, yeah, final game of the season. We must win, otherwise it's over. I have very little confidence. Come on, Fulham. How quickly the mood changed after that massive win against Everton to that devastating loss against Southampton. Total change in my demeanour. But the first highlight, falls 5 minutes in with Parakambi up for it, testing De Gea as the Spaniard makes a springing save to his left and keeps it at 0-0 as Mings heads the corner over. Good start though. So 12 minutes in, and it's still goalless in the games involving Leicester and Everton, and still here as well. Obviously, those fixtures and those results will mean nothing if we can't win. A draw is a defeat, as Brandon Williams finds his man, plays a quick little 1-2, and now Paul Pogba takes over across the middle, and De Jong turns in from close range. The Dutch midfielder converts from the 6-yard box line. 1-0 Red Devils. I think it's over. 12 minutes to go in the half. Still down by a goal. Connor Roberts down this right flank, looking to beat Brandon Williams, and does. And crosses, and Parakambi has 2 bites of the cherry and can't eat it either attempt. Still 1-0, but still in it. Well, if Manchester United go 2-0 out, that will surely do it. And the Schick is rolled through. Oh, Rodak with the save. Going for one of those cheeky chips like against Scotland at the Euros. Marek making the save and keeping it at 1-0. 5 minutes after the restart, still in it, but have to get a goal at some point. Just over 11 minutes remaining in the season. We need a leveller and we need it now, but as Mason Greenwood beats Bobby Reed to the ball, instead, the visitors come on the counter, Schick is through, and it is game over, and good night Fulham. But he's offside. It's not going to matter, you might as well give him the goal. Nice to see a disallowed goal go against our opponents for once, isn't it? 10.5 minutes to go in the season. Is there still a chance as Bobby plays it back to Lewis Cook? That's a brilliant ball out to find KWP. He'll roll it back into our number 4. Bamford finds Walker Peters. Oh! Just wasn't to be. Tosin clears, and we're giving it everything in the final few minutes. This is a heroic end of season from Fulham. We're doing our best as Geraldo fires wide, but we're just not going to have the legs. We're just not going to have the legs. Brandon Williams into Marcus Rashford, and as the Red Devils look to find a late goal to kill the contest off, they could have it here, and they do. Heads held high, boys. We weren't even supposed to be in this race. Heads held high. Heads held high. Well, we're just waiting for the final whistle to come, and that will confirm it. The clock strikes midnight on Fulham's Cinderella story. I know I use that reference so often, but I love it, and it is over. Unlucky, boys. It would be nice to win there, but it wasn't to be. We gave a good fight. We gave a good fight towards the end of the season, but it just wasn't to be. Back-to-back losses means we do finish in 8th. And there we go. It is over. We miss out on European football for next season by 1 position. Gutted. So the final Premier League table will look like this. As you can see, Liverpool were once again crowned champions. Mo Salah will take a lot of plaudits for an amazing season from the Egyptian. They only conceded 15 goals all season long. I can't remember if that's the record or not. What did Chelsea do again? Nope, I just checked it. They've equalled it. They've equalled the record. It was 15 that Jose Mourinho's Chelsea conceded all those years ago, and Liverpool have tied the record for best defensive team over a season. So, yeah, gutted about that. They are the champions. Manchester United, Arsenal, Man City wrap up the top 4, and in the dramatic race for the Europa League and Europa Conference League, Everton finish in 5th. Chelsea and Leicester get the 6th and 7th spots, and we miss out by 4 points. Again, heads held high though, man. The start of the season, I didn't know we'd be in a race for like this, but we were close, but just not close enough. Bottom 3, Cardiff, Crystal Palace and Newcastle down to the Championship. Absolutely gutted, man. So close, but wasn't to be. So what we'll do to end the season off is we will see our initial budgets for Season 5, and we will also find out the winners of the FA Cup, the Champions League and the Europa League as well, and do this end of season review as well. It was a busy season in the transfer market, and it's safe to say there was some good business done in bringing in key new signings who contributed hugely to the season's successes. No better than, of course, Parakambi and Geraldo. I love this here. The board are content with the deal to sign Parakambi. That was when we signed at the start of the season. I think now they'd changed their tune when they saw how good he was. So the board gave me a B- for our finish in 8th place. Are you kidding me? That is so critical considering at the start of the season they were saying, just avoid relegation, Doxy boy. Yeah, I think we did that and then some, board. Come on, change that to an A- at the very, very least. I know we not necessarily bottled European football, but did unfortunately fail to qualify, but still B- really. But the biggest win was our 5-0 victory over Newcastle United. Our match to remember was the 3-0 win over Norwich. Really? That should have been a 3-0 win against Everton in my opinion. And the goal of the season was Camara's solo run against Liverpool. But again, as I mentioned before, the fact you can't view this is very frustrating. As for the finances, obviously we lost a lot of money this season and spent big on the likes of Parakambi and Grealish, but Lord knows it was worth it. Grealish also sold more shirts than anyone else, but I think next season we'll see a lot more kids rocking up with a Parakambi 8 on their back at Craven Cottage. And as for the accolades this season as well, Fans Player of the Season went to Jerome. I thought it was going to be Parakambi, but you know what? I think Jerome probably does deserve it as well. As good as Parakambi was, the centre-half this season was a man-mountain, so fair play. Parakambi did win Young Player of the Season and Signing of the Season though, and the top goal scorer was indeed the 18-year-old wonderkid from Colombia, Fabian Geraldo, with most assists going to Parakambi with 12 in one season. Let's say he's a step up from Tom Kearney, shall we? Yep. As for the record breakers, most assists by a player in a season, Parakambi. Most clean sheets by a player in a season, Marek Rodak. Most player of the match awards in a season, Jerome, although of course Parakambi had 7 himself as well. That's pretty remarkable, seeing 4 records get broken. I mean, this one isn't, but still, these 3 are. And as we see our vision and expectations going forward with Fulham, I don't think any of these have changed yet, but the board have now changed our expectations in the league. From going from avoid relegation, it's now continue being an established Premier Division team. But of course, due to the progression we made, particularly this season, that is to be expected and totally fair. Right. Do I say to the boys, the season is over and it's time for you all to go and have a well-deserved break? I want every single one of you to be fully rested with a positive frame of mind when you get back, because we're going to qualify for the Euro Cup next year. Or do I just say top half? I think top half. Oh, what? I think finishing in the top half is a bit out of our reach. Mate, we just finished 8th. What are you talking about? I don't think I'm being unrealistic at all. If everyone gives 100%, we can achieve what I said. Absolutely. Parakambi! What are you talking about, bro? What is going on here? What is going on here? Well, that didn't go according to plan. What do you mean we can't finish in the top 10? We just did it. So our initial budgets for the new season, 53 million in the transfer budget, so it's less than last year, though of course no surprise due to the amount of money we spent in last year's summer window, and that is more than our current bank balance as well. So believe me, I'm not going to be spending all of that. I want to make sure we don't go back into the red, because that is something that gives me so much stress and anxiety in FM. So yeah, we'll probably spend about 30 of that, but you know what, that's totally fine. The most important thing to me, gutted, is that we just keep the band together. It's not about signings, it's about making sure we don't sell our 2-star wonder kids. Keep Parakambi and Geraldo together, and I'm totally fine with barely anyone coming in. So FA Cup final, we'll process through that real quickly, and Everton did indeed win the FA Cup, beating Chelsea by 3-2, courtesy of a Moise Kean hat-trick. I bet all his goals came in the 6-yard area. So in the end, it actually does mean, to be fair, that if they were to have finished in 8th, then 7th would not have given a European place. I don't know why I'm saying that, like it makes our end of season better, losing 3 of our final 4, but still. So Rodak is the only player going to the Euros in 2024, and we also got the Copa America, and Fabian is going with Colombia. I can't wait for the day when Parakambi gets called up to the Brazil squad. I think it might be sooner rather than later. But for the new season, before we do start the campaign off, I'll show you what happened in the Euros and the Copa America as well. And as we get through to the Europa League final and the Champions League, as soon as we've done that, we'll end the episode there. So the Euro Cup would have just been played. It was Arsenal versus Hertha Berlin. And it was won by, dun dun dun, no, that's EUO Cup. It's won by, dun dun dun. Wait for it. There it is. Hertha Berlin beat Arsenal by 2-0. Of course, for Arsenal, they're already guaranteed a top 4 finish. They won't mind too much. And as for the Champions League, that's on this Saturday. And guess who's in the final? PSG. And I'll give you a clue. It's an English side. I think you know who it is. So, Champions League final is indeed PSG versus Liverpool at Wembley. And as we will process through it together and find out who won it, dun 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 dun. Have Liverpool retained it, or have PSG won their second in 3 years? Nope, I just see it there. Well, I called them this midway through the season, and I stand by it. Liverpool, the best team in the world right now. They are going to take some stopping. They might have lost their FA Cup, but they've won the Premier League and retained it. They've won the Champions League and retained it. They are going to take some stopping in this save. They might well be the Manchester United in the FM17 save for us this time around. My goodness. So, that went in today's episode and this big bumper season finale, guys. I just want to say a massive thank you for watching Season 4. I really, really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, then please do drop a like. Bit of a sad way to end, but it doesn't take away from what was an amazing season and our best in the save as well. And of course, in the summer, you got the Euros and the Copa America. So when we come back with a new season and a transfer special in the very next episode, I will show you what happened in those 2 international competitions as we head into our 5th year at Craven Cottage. Can we avenge our demons and qualify for Europe next season? Well, who knows. Have a great day though, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for a brand new season as we begin our 5th year at Craven Cottage in the very next episode very soon. Well, I tell you what, we were close but not close enough, but keep Parakambi and Geraldo here, and I think next year we could do it. Come on, boys.